Welcome to the premiere performance of the 2018 Franklin Heights Marching Band. The students have had a great week. We've worked really hard and we'd like to perform a few things for you. We're going to start off today with our pregame that we'll be playing at all of the home games. This is our pregame performance. You'll hear an announcement. I'm not very good at the announcements, but you'll hear an announcement something like this. Presenting, under the direction of Mr. Mark Sturm, the pride of Franklin Heights, the Golden Falcon Marching Band. Now, we'll get going on that in just a second. But if anybody wants to volunteer to be the voice of the Falcons this year, we always need somebody up in the press box doing announcements. So, here's the Franklin Heights High School Golden Falcon Marching Band for the 2018 season. Please rise for the playing of the national anthem and remain standing for the Franklin Heights alma mater. As the students are getting set up for our contest show, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about how our week went. I think the big word was rain. We had a lot of rain, more rain than I ever remember as a band director. We missed significant time on the field for 2 days. Fortunately, since the weather was cool, we were able to swap some things around. Usually we practice inside from 1 to 3 when it's the hottest part of the day, so we can work on music. There was a couple times that we went on out during that time because we had gotten rained out from the morning session. Our grass practice field that we practice on was submerged in about 6 inches of water. It was totally soaked, so we had to move up to a field that they had painted on the Bob Evans Hall parking lot, which was it's a nice field, not quite full length. That's why we were reminding the students that we play the fight song 2 more times down the field, because we ran out of lines a long time before that on the little practice field. There's also a couple of light posts in the middle of that practice field that we had to watch out for. But the students had a great week and really worked hard and overcame those obstacles with the weather, and we were able to get our first 3 segments of the show on the field. We learned most of the drill for the 3rd song yesterday. We pretty much learned most of it yesterday, and so really proud of the work that they did while they were there. The kids were well behaved, and with the exception of one errant ceiling tile, we had no problems, and we were fine. We had great response from the staff at Rio Grande University. Even had one of the kitchen staff came out and found us and complimented the students on how well behaved, how polite, and what a great job that they did cleaning up their tables after every single meal. So thank you very much for that, students. Yeah, we had a great week, and they got a lot done, and I'm really looking forward to a lot of exciting things this season. So we're going to present to you the first 3 parts of our contest show. This year it's entitled "Your Eyes Are the Windows," and if you haven't figured out what those things on the field are, those are going to be windows. We're kind of deciding, do we need to dress them up a little bit? Maybe some curtains, maybe, eggshell. We were talking about white versus eggshell when it comes to paint. My wife seems to think there's a difference. Yeah, these are window frames. All the songs have a little something to do with windows or eyes. We're going to open with "Eye in the Sky" by Alan Parsons. Then we are going to play "Waving Through a Window" from the musical Dear Evan Hansen. And then we're going to play "In Your Eyes" by Peter Gabriel as our closer for today's performance. So, under the direction of Cicely Reed and Carissa Dillon, we're going to present to you our 2018 contest show, "Your Eyes Are the Windows." Set! All right, that's a lot accomplished for 1 week. One week ago, we didn't know really any of this. So they really did a great job learning all that music and all that drill. The rest of the show is we're doing a piece by Queen called "Keep Passing the Open Windows." It's what you like to call a deep cut. It's one you probably wouldn't know, but it sounds like Queen. And that'll feature our percussion section. Then we'll be doing, as our finale, we'll be doing Your Eyes from the musical Rent. So we're looking forward to this show. We think it's got a lot of great potential, and we're really excited to present it this season. The things you see on the field don't happen all by themselves. I get a lot of help putting all these things together. I had a great staff this year at band camp, and I'd like to invite them all out here on the track so we can recognize them. All right, I'll try not to forget anybody. All right, we all here, guys? All right. First of all, working with our flutes, because it wouldn't be band camp if a Fox didn't go to band camp. We have Rachel Fox, who's a music major at Capital University. Working with our clarinets this year is our amazing middle school band director and just jack of all trades when it comes to band camp. He does all the little things, and I think he earned his PhD again this year. Dr. Honorary Sam Hershey. Working with our alto saxes this year, and one of our newest general music teachers here in Southwestern City Schools, Megan Hennis. Working with our trumpets this year, a recent grad from the Ohio State University. Yes, trying to get some more Buckeyes around here. I'm surrounded by all these guys from Capital. We've got Franklin Heights alum, Ahmad Hassan. And working with our horns this year, he's new to our staff this year. First time we've used him, but on Ahmad's recommendation, also from the Ohio State University, Phil Clausen, who is not here because he lives in New York. So he came all the way from New York to work with us this year. But Phil Clausen worked with our horns this year. All right. And back after a year off, working with our trombones, band and choir, and everything else, music director at St. Brennan's, Ryan Cremines. All right, working with our baritones, the best assistant band director that I've ever had, Mr. Robert Ragland. He gets funnier every year because he's the only assistant band director I've ever had. All right, working with our battery this year, and our percussion instructor for this season is Tyler Hall. And working with our front ensemble, actually they kind of split duty. They actually worked with a little bit of everybody this year, but our other percussion staff at camp this year is Zach Peterson. We're so glad to have our color guard instructor back from last year. She did such a great job last year, and she did a great job again at camp this year. Madison McCoy, working with our color guard. And working with our field commanders, and also helping out with our huge clarinet section, Katie Mullins. And a special thanks to Mrs. Judith Miller, who came to camp and was our med monitor for the ladies this year. It was really nice to have her out, just another set of eyes and ears to help out with things, to help out in the ladies' dorms. So, Ms. Judith Miller, she's up in the stands, I believe. Yes, there she is. She had the best hat of all of band camp. All right. But yeah, we're just so happy with what happened this week. That we were just thrilled with the work ethic of the kids, how great their behavior was, even though Mr. Ragland and I were up kind of late chasing some boys back to their rooms last night. For some reason, they thought they should do something to my truck. It ended up covered in streamers and weirdness. So, but it was fantastic. But yeah, what's that? Oh, I forgot. Well, after the staff was humiliated last year and we lost the staff versus student basketball game for the first time in 17 years, or no, was it 27 years, Mr. Fox? You never lost, did you? No, he never lost. All right, yeah. We decided we needed a rematch, and since the University of Rio Grande has become such a crucial part of the Franklin Heights band since we've been going there for so many years now, we asked the university to be part of the staff versus student basketball game. So we recruited one of the players from the varsity basketball team from the Rio Grande University. His name was Isaac. Yeah, so he was named staff MVP this year, which was fantastic. He scored, I think, 45 of our 51 points. So hooray for Isaac, but that was fantastic. But the staff is back on top this year, and Isaac will be back next year. Sorry. Yeah, we're very excited about that. But yeah, well, it was a great week. It was a pleasure to have your kids for the week. Like I said, they were fantastic. It was a joy to be with them. They worked really, really hard. They accomplished a lot. They did what we asked them to do. They cleaned up their messes, and they were just great kids, and we're so happy. We are so happy that we get the best kids from the best families here at Franklin Heights, and that's why our marching band is so great. So thank you. All right. We've got some cleaning up to do. We've got to put all this stuff away, get all the big instruments back to the school. Your students' luggage and everything is in the orchestra room. If you want to make your way around to the other side of the building, you'll be able to pick up the luggage and get everything home. We also have the medication that you may have dropped off if your student took medication to band camp. Mr. Hershey has the guys' stuff right here. The ladies' medication is locked in the orchestra room. We'll head back there. We'll get that case if you need to get medication. If you don't get it today, we can get it back to you at practice on Monday, which is 6:45 to 9. All the practices for the next 3 weeks are 6:45 to 9. All right? So let's leave you with, let's do the fight song, guys. Pick it up. Let's leave you with the fight song, and maybe the football team will hear us. They're right over there on the other side practicing, all right? Let's play it so the football team can hear, guys. Here we go. Fight song. 5, 6.